Brian O'Toole here at the Interprovincial Justice Desk for Ireland and England. And I'm going to try and give you an update on exactly what's been happening in Ireland and in the UK relative to the SDGs. This coming July in New York at the High Level Political Forum, Ireland are expected to present their very first voluntary national review. Last week, the Minister in Ireland launched his national implementation plan, just 2 months short of his deadline for the reporting on his voluntary national review. We, as part of civil society, have had little opportunity to submit or to comment on anything that's been happening. However, despite this, we have managed to make a submission early on in December and again to produce and have a part of a shadow report that will be read out in New York this coming July. In England at the minute, they're much more organised. They too were expected to deliver their first VNR at the upcoming HLPF High Level Political Forum in New York this coming July, but have delayed until 2019. So, as part of the United Kingdom Sustainable Stakeholders Development, we have been involved in reviewing the 17 chapters, one per SDG, that have been prepared by experts and academics. The problem with this is that none of them have been linked, and as we all know, the SDGs are interconnecting. That said, chapters have now been prepared, and we have also been invited to review some of those which we have done and delivered. This combined report will be prepared and delivered in the House of Commons this coming July, 1 year in advance of the British government's opportunity to prepare and deliver their first national voluntary report. So that's what's happening with regards to the government and on a statutory level. But if you were to ask how are Ireland and the UK doing relative to their SDG commitments as of 3 years into the process now, well, if you remember back, the SDGs are divided into 3 distinct groups: the economy, the society and the environment. If we were to look at the economy and compare Ireland and the UK with 15 countries who are similar and similarly aligned and like-minded, then Ireland are 10th out of 15 when it comes to economy, whereas the UK are 5th out of 15, a much better report from the UK. In respect of the SDGs that relate to society, Ireland are again 10th and the UK are 11th. In respect of the environmental, Ireland are 13th out of 15, a very, very poor score, and the UK are 8th out of 15th. The UK are performing relatively well in some aspects, because although in general some parts bring them down, places like Scotland, which have been achieving well in their climate action and renewable energies, are skewing the result in favour of the UK mark. So that's what's happening in Ireland and England. So what exactly are we as presentation people doing, and what have we been involved in? Well, since we have returned from the IPA Assembly in Sydney, we have formed thematic groups which are a collaboration of those who are interested in the SDGs in Ireland and in England. And any material that relates to the SDGs, we are sending them out, and we are inviting submissions and comment and interest from the various sisters and friends and associates in Ireland and in England. This is ongoing, and we're sharing our experiences together. Equally too, we've been part of the Sick of Plastic campaign. Some of the sisters, and indeed the Friends of Nano, have been involved in the GCCM, the Global Catholic Climate Movement Laudato Si Animators course, and this has been organised in such a way that part of the process is making sure that there has been an action relative to anybody taking part in this course. So what's next? Well, on April 7th last, we had a convention where we gathered all of the commissions of Ireland and England together to plan out a strategy from 2018 to 2021 with regards to the collaborative actions of the Interprovincial Justice Desk where I'm working. This has been done, and we are now hoping to collaborate on certain dates, some indeed specifically relating to the SDGs. Equally too, we have launched our very own Facebook page, and I'll include the link to this in the text, and we hope that if you'd like to know a little bit more about what we're doing in Ireland and in England, then maybe you'll click the link and follow our work on Facebook. Thank you very much.